Okay, I'm going to do another one-handed video, which means I'm shooting with one hand and I'm writing with the other. And then I've got my third hand here for some strange reason, because it freaks people out. Anyway, we're trying to identify the center and radius of an equation that takes this form. Now the problem with this is it looks nothing like our circle equation. Circle equation typically looks like this. We've got x minus something squared plus y minus something squared equals the radius squared. And then whatever I'm subtracting in both the spots there are going to be the center points. So one of the things I need to do to back up is to realize to get this in this form, I need to realize what a perfect square looks like. So an example of a perfect square with a leading coefficient of 1, where you just have x squared by itself, you don't have anything in front of the x squared. So like x squared minus 6x plus 9 is the same as x minus 3 squared. And x squared plus 14x plus 49, if I can get that there, is equal to x plus 7 squared. And so the general form is, if I want to have something squared, it is plus x squared plus or minus twice the what I'm calling the c term times x plus the c term squared. And that'll end up being x plus or minus, whatever it happens to be in the left side, c squared. So basically, if I can get my x terms together to look something like this, where I have twice this of this thing squared, I can rewrite it as this, and then it starts to look a lot like this. So the way we're going to do this, and once again, this may be problematic because I'm doing this with one hand. I'm going to get everything to one side first. So I'm going to add plus x squared over here. So I've got x squared over here, and I got a minus 12x. And I'm just going to get this minus 285 out of the way for now. Move it to the other side. Okay, so then I've got plus y squared minus 32y, and that's all going to be equal to the negative 285. And I left some space there for a reason. Because if I've got minus 12x, it's like, oh, I need to double something that was squared. This is basically 36. Because half of that is 6, so this must have been 6 there. And this is starting to look like x minus 6 squared. If I do x minus 6 times x minus 6, it will give me that, because my first, outer, inner, last will all work out there. And then over here, I got y squared minus 32y. Oh, my last term here must have been let's see, 32, half of that is 16, and I square that, and luckily I know what that is squared. It's 256. So this is basically y minus 16 squared. Okay? Now I can't just throw those in there because I've thrown my equation out of balance. So when I add the 36 there and add the 256 there, I need to add them back to the other side. So I got 36 and 256. Now my equation's still in balance. So this is, oh shoot, I'm going to need to do this. Let's see, that's going to be 282, I think, no, 292 minus 256. If I did that all right, let's double check my math. 56, 80, 92 minus the 256. So that's going to be 6, and I think it's going to be 46. Okay? So the answer there, if I've done all my math right, is the center, because this looks much like our circle equation now. See? Our center is 6, 16. And our, I think this number is right. I did that in my head pretty quick. But basically my radius is the square root of whatever this number is. I'm not convinced that 46 is right, but it's pretty close to that. Anyway, that is my radius. That is my radius squared. Okay? Got it? Thanks. Bye.